Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Big Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. I got a nice lesson for you today. Matter of fact, it's a question that somebody asked me, or I was trying to enlighten somebody. I was told God don't exist is a myth. So I'm going to address that issue. All right, let's go. Wrightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message and story for life. I'm giving life lessons. Somebody ain't receiving them, so I'm going to help out with this one. I do what I do. I appreciate you too. Even if you don't agree or subscribe to my concepts, I appreciate the view. Let's go. Subscribe to it if you don't mind. But yeah, right thinking, mission. That's what I'm on. And I need to be because this is crazy. Right thinking mission is to what? Enlighten. I'm trying to give you something. Inspire. Hopefully get you to take care of yourself. Educate you about what you need to do for yourself and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of understanding and enlightenment. If you don't know God exists, you need some help. Excuse me. Right thinking way, excuse me, of life through mental and spiritual discipline will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself and God too. No tidbit there. So the question is, that's my mission and my goal is to get anybody who tuned in. Since the brother tuned in and made the statement, I hope he tuned in and get the answer to the statement that he made. It might help him out a little bit. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Know thyself is the question. Rhetorical, but you should have an answer. If not, somebody don't obviously tune into your board. That's what I do for you. I got you. Let's go. A person who knows not. It's obviously you don't know not. And knows not that he know not. That's obvious. Okay. Foolish. I can't disregard him, so I'm gonna try to enlighten him. They say disregard them. Not so fast, my friend, as Lee Corso would say. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. Why? They're willing to learn. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. But a person who knows not and believe or think that they know, dangerous, avoid them. This guy is a person who knows but knows not that they know. Just like the first guy, pretty much he's spiritually asleep. I can awaken him with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know themselves. And to my eye, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about right thinking philosophy makes you what? God conscious. Why? Mm, this is the reason why. Let's go. At this day and age, we in the age of Aquarius. I can't believe we still have ignorant people claiming God don't exist. In this day and age, really? But man, I'm about to have my way with you, so to speak, but in the same time, hopefully educate and enlighten. But I'm gonna thrash you real good because you ain't really thinking right, obviously. So let's talk about this. I'm probably freaking out and going off on this guy. Yep, that's what I'm about to do. I already know that because I'm livid that you would even come at me like that. But since you did, let me retaliate and let you understand, my man. You really ain't thinking right. So this brother, my self mastery says get a lesson. My ego self said blow his doors off. So because my self mastery wins out, I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna teach you, and that's my goal as a right thinker philosopher. Teach all right thinkers to what? Get to God for yourself. With what? Knowledge, spiritual truth, and manifestation of those truths, and you will know for yourself. That's my goal. That's my point. And I tell you, that's my mission. Obviously, I ain't getting it across, so I'm going to start with you. Okay? Personally. It's personal now. God is the title of the supreme being, the all Egyptian, we call it the Nebuchadnezzar, but whatever you want to call it, it's just a title. If you think, no, let's keep going. He's the creator. All the things that you call, that's what he is. If you just say he don't exist, it's just a myth. You ain't getting the, you missing the message, my man. Quick joke. The Muslims think Allah is the messenger. Christians believe that. Jesus is the messenger. Hindus, Christians. But guess what? I say, damn the messenger. Are you getting the message? That's where the problem lies for most of us ignorant people. We concerned about everything but what we should be, which is learning and getting the message. If you don't know God for yourself, and it's obviously you don't, you're spiritually dead. You're here, but spiritually, my man, you ain't got a clue. And mentally, you out to lunch. So this is why you have to what? Wake up. Spiritually, you're asleep. I say dead, but you could be risen from the dead level of misunderstanding or no understanding to understanding and life of yourself. That's what right thinking philosophy is all about. Now, this brother say God is not real. It's a myth. I was told, or I was, he told me this. This brother's ignorant is all get up, but again, work with him. So here I go. A myth, my man, is a teaching tool to get you to understand God from a perspective. Learn about what? Nature and thyself, and you will know God. Because that's where God lies. Hello, he ain't up there. He's in nature and he's inside you. And if you study those both things, you will come to realize that. That's why I do what I do for you to get you to understand just that point. Moving on. Good lesson. I'm glad you came at me. I can get this lesson back. When you're ignorant of God, aka your higher self. Jeez. Excuse me. What was that? Now, a myth is stories. Like I said, I give lessons, they're myths. What? But my myths are real. Why? They're about me. So when we're giving a lesson, we want to give a story. Never mind the story, it's the message in the story. So obviously, you've been missing the message in a whole lot of stories if you think God is a myth. So let me work with you on that one. When you're ignorant, okay, here where I started, I left off, excuse me. When you're ignorant of your higher self, aka God, your life is going to be what? Not good. Why? What you doing? Who you doing it for? What's the purpose of living? Knowing thyself is the goal. Why? Because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. The human part is ignorant of his higher self. The spiritual part has to wake the ignorant part up, which is the consciousness that you have. The God is in your heart, the spirit. You got to put them two together. I call it heart mind coherence. That's a complete human being. If you just got half the equation, you only got half the problem solved. Do you think, for 1 second, that this world came into existence on its own? Really? Oh, Big Bang, all of a sudden, we got air, we got water, we got the sun. All that happened, come on, man. I tell the creation story from my studies and my understanding, and guess what? Everybody has one. Well, nobody there, but everybody can take it. So it's called theology. It's a concept or myth. So myth is a teaching tool, not an actual person. Okay? Now, to not know God is the worst thing you can have in your life. Why? Because until you know him, you're going to struggle. If you're ego driven, it's all about you. So you're trying to do everything you could to do you. That ain't godly. That's greedy. And all kind of stuff that come with that you don't recognize in yourself. That's why the aspect of your character should be mastered. Starting with your ego. Do you okay? I'm no preacher. Or I'm not religious, but I do know I am a spiritual being living in a human body, which the body is temporary. It functions on 5 senses. 6, God say that you got to think. So you need to operate in this body while you're in it. The better what you should do is try to master while you're in this body yourself. So that's the concept. If you don't know God exists, try this right quick. Deep breath. Mhm. That man, that's what you just breathed in was called air. Okay, oxygen. That was here before we got here. Somebody put that in place, and the trees get that off. Plant life get that off, so humans can then take it. So it's a cycle. Okay, infinity. It's going to control itself. It's going to give and take, give and take. That's called nature, and man don't do that. That other guy, yeah, that's his makings. Okay, one of the first elements that God, who doesn't exist, put in place is the stuff that we use to breathe. We have another one, the Son of God. The Son, S-U-N, not S-O-N. I'm the son of that guy, S-O-N. The sun that's in the sky is from, again, that guy you said don't exist. So hope this lesson is getting across to you. The sun gives us light, heat, and in order for us to survive here on Earth, somebody made that possible. It's just far enough away to give us what we need. And because we rotating around it, it takes care of us seasonally. So somebody did that, and it wasn't man. I can go all day with this, so I'm just gonna have my way and get ready to get out the way. I got a few more things, and then I'll be out the way. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Let's go. Now, our ancients were what? Sun worshippers. Everybody. If you don't praise that sun, you're a fool. Why? Because without it, we don't exist. It's an aspect that somebody put there for us to serve us. Sound like God to me, okay? And as we all should be what? Praising Ra, aka the sun. But we know that in God, remember it's the son of God, representation of God. If you receive, watch this. Now, here's another one. If you receive blessings, how you get them? From doing righteous and virtuous deeds. Man does that, or it's high power. See, so all this straight stuff I'm just laying out there for you. You can't argue the point. Why? Because this is what it is. What you think and feel means nothing to me, or what you believe. I'm trying to help you with that belief system because obviously you ain't on track. So let me help you out. Now, it's a lot of things that I don't know, but the one thing I do know, God, myself. I ain't going there. Calm down, because I'm freaking out. My man, quick hint. No God, no creation, no ignorant brother like you to say it don't exist. So, for you, who do you think started humankind? Newsflash, God. He tell you, I was one, I became three. When he divided himself by two, he made it male and female. Why? So they can get together and create life from that point on. Sound like a higher power to me. We call him supreme being, the absolute, the all encompassing, all conscious. Yeah, I'm omnipotent, all of that. But those are just nouns and pronouns to tell you about him. That ain't him. You have to experience him for yourself. That's the caveat to knowing God for yourself. A preacher can preach and he get blue in the face. That ain't gonna get you to know God for yourself. Sermons don't get you to God. They're things that point you in the right direction. The message, the irony, the action that you do will get you to God. And having knowledge and understanding, studying to show yourself approved, get you to God. And if you ain't doing that, you probably don't think God exists. Who do you think? Okay, man can't create himself. First of all, we are born into this world by what? Somebody higher than us. That's my father right there. Without him, I don't exist. Okay, so that's what. And if man can't create life without a female, who created male and female? I just told you, I was one, I became three. Male and female, he made thee. So that part, after that, he let man do his thing. But remember, the first two wasn't human beings. He didn't get to the human to the sixth element. We got five elements, okay? Sun, fire, air, that we breathe. They call it ether. Then you got heaven, which is, excuse me, you got the water. That's Tafnut. Then you got Geb, which is the fermentation, which is earth. Earth was a man before y'all changed it and made a female. Why? Reason why you gonna change. Heaven. Newt. That's why earth is down here, male, females on top. That's why. And the sixth element is the spirit that got into what? Man. Quick lesson. Hope you got that part. So understand that. Now, in all my years of studying, I learned many different creation stories. Like I said, everybody got one, and respectfully understanding that's their choice. And I know we all have a creator, aka God, whatever name you call him, whatever way, serving him, knowing. If you don't know him, you won't serve him. You serve yourself. That's the ego. So if you don't believe somebody higher than you, then keep serving yourself. Our parents are what? Our gods in the flesh. But they got together and they created life. Parents before them, our grandparents did the same thing. It's a cycle. It's a cycle again. Or not the, see, Ouroboros goes this way. Infinity goes this way. That means it's giving and taking. You got them coming in, death going in, and birth coming out. That's the concept. So let's go. Let me wrap this up. Hope you get the lesson, my man. Right thinkers We know God is our everything. I love that record. God is, yeah, my everything. If you understand and you can conceive or even believe, whatever religion you follow, that's how God is, then you do that and you do what you need to do to receive your blessings. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's personal with God. It's universal, but it's personal for every individual. Watch this. As an enlightened spiritual being, I know God for myself through what? My own personal mystical experience and my own personal epiphany when I had a conversation for the first time with my higher self and freaked me out. It's been over 10 years. So yeah, I'm very comfortable with God. And if I hit, oh, I got to step up for God. Trust me. Here you go. I teach those who don't, again, believe or are ignorant enough not to know God. I'm trying to enlighten them. Why? You're the one who needs what I'm doing. What? You need some help? I'm doing it for you. Until, watch this, I became God conscious. I didn't know God was everything. I thought it was all about me. I thought he's my God. I thought he's my everything. He brought me to the world. I gave him the credit. Man, how ignorant was I? Right thinkers who do what? Live right. What happens? Get their blessings. And that's not given to you by man. Again, it's a spiritual thing. Wrapping it up. My man, if you don't know God, become a right thinker. Tune into your boy. I know him for myself personally, and I know how to teach you to know him for yourself. All you got to do is want to put the work in. Hope you got the lesson. I'm out. I got to go.